All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, it is I, Jolting Joe, coming to you from my back porch on Tuesday, October the 18th. It is a beautiful 65 degrees here in Houston, Texas. And also, we do not know who the Astros are playing as of yet because the Guardians and Yankees were rained out last night. They play at 3 o'clock Central, 4 o'clock Eastern today. The ALCS starts tomorrow. The ALCS will be in Houston, and so advantage Houston on that. All right. What are you drinking? What are you smoking? I have a Rocky Patel here. All right, boom. And then this is the label that came with it. This is a aged limited rare right there. All right, you can read that if you want to. I'll read it to you. But it says, aged limited rare, second edition. In 2016, Rocky blended a cigar featuring a San Andreas wrapper. He ordered a short production run of 120,000 cigars. The cigars were laid to rest in an aging room, locked away for 2 years. So that's your limited rare. And I gotta say, ladies and gentlemen, it's a mighty fine smoke, if I do say so myself. All right, let's get to the what are you drinking, and from our local Houston craft brewery, St. Arnold's. I drank it one before, though, was last year's Pumpkinator. This is this year's Pumpkinator from 2022. This one's been aged in bourbon barrels and also with notes of coffee in the description. After letting our GABF Gold Medal winning Imperial Pumpkin Stout rest in bourbon barrels for over a year, we added coffee from our friends at Java Pura for an extra layer of nasty flavor. Actually, roasty flavor. I misread that. The result is a rich ale with mellow spices, complex malt character, and balanced purple notes. Enjoy at 52 degrees or warmer, or age cold. All right, and I got my Pumpkinator glassware, so it's got the little pumpkin there, and then on the back it says Pumpkinator, but then you got the jack-o'-lantern there in the front. So we'll pour, I already poured a little bit as you can see there, but we'll pour this one up here. All right, look at that. Liquid gold, ladies and gentlemen. Let me put that down. I do not want to spill that. All right, and then put the beer bottle down. And all right, cheers, everybody. You can't see the jack-o'-lantern anymore, so I'll spin it around here for the Pumpkinator. And there you go, everybody. Cheers. Deja brew. Save that in my pocket too. My trash. All right, ladies and gentlemen. I came to you Friday from Nacogdoches, Texas. So there, I graduated from State of Austin, and I was doing my East Texas Historical Association meeting up there. So kind of cut that one a little bit short. But now I got cigars and I got beer, and so we'll get into it. And let's save the baseball for last because I think we need to. All right, because it's October. Let's make the main event baseball. Okay. All right, let's see what we got here. Ooh, ESPN just sent me something. What was it? Oh, okay. Oh, there's a bunch of shit. Okay, anyway, get rid of that, get rid of that, get rid of that. Get rid of that. All right. Amazon Prime. This is from ESPN and The Athletic. Apparently, next season, Amazon Prime is going to add a Black Friday game for the NFL. So we'll have football on Thanksgiving, and we'll have football the day after Thanksgiving. That will be freaking amazeballs. All right, so that is breaking news, ladies and gentlemen. Like I said, from ESPN and from The Athletic, we get Black Friday football. I can't, let's see. Damn, I should have opened that up. But, anywho. I guess they just haven't gotten up in the headlines yet. Anyway. But yeah, we got Black Friday football. That'll be cool. Okay. All right, so let's start, of course. We'll just go in order here. Let's start with some college football from last week and talk about that. Man, that's good. All right. So my UT Longhorns, after beating OU 49 to nothing, got a little bit of difficulty with Iowa State, but they do squeak out the victory 24-21. Number 5, Michigan beat number 10, Penn State, blew them out 41-17. Ole Miss took care of business against Auburn. Oklahoma beat number 19 Kansas 52-42. Hope he had the over in that game. Jesus. Illinois won, Georgia won, and then the big game was Bama and Tennessee, and number 6 Tennessee upsets number 3 Alabama 52-49, and that was a crazy game. I didn't get to catch much of it because the Astros decided that they were going to play a single game doubleheader on Saturday, but we were kind of following it while we were watching the Astros game, and the Vols jumped out to an early lead, and basically all of us were like, oh, well, they're going to fuck this up, because that's kind of what Tennessee does, right? They get out into a big lead, and then they find a way to fuck it up, right? And so we were like, oh, they're going to fuck this one up. And sure enough, here comes Bama back. Bama ends up tying it. And I think the Astros at this point are in the 15th inning. I don't even remember, but Alabama goes to kick the game-winning field goal. We all think it's over. They miss the field goal. There's like 18 seconds left on the clock. Bama gets it. I mean, the Vols get it in pretty good field position because of the long field goal. I think it was a 40-yarder, so that would have put the ball. Let's see. I think it was longer than that. I think it was like a 45-yarder. So they would have gotten the ball about the 35-yard line. So they wouldn't have had horrible field position. They're on 35. Vols run a couple plays, and then they don't miss their game-winning field goal. Goes through the uprights. Rocky Top goes fucking crazy, insane. They tear the goalpost down and surf those sumbitches right out of the goddamn stadium. That was pretty fucking epic, man. That's what I'm saying, man. If you're going to tear the goalpost down, get them the fuck out of the stadium and just take them down the goddamn street, man. And that's what the Tennessee Volunteer fans did against Bama. It was a sight to behold. If you haven't seen it, go to Twitter or YouTube or ESPN, go someplace and watch them. They carry those motherfucking goalposts out of the goddamn stadium. That's how crazy that shit was. All right. TCU beat Oklahoma State. Number 13's TCU beat number 8 Oklahoma State in 2 overtimes, 43-40. Syracuse, number 18, defeated number 15 NC State, 24-9. Number 25 James Madison fell to Georgia Southern, 45-38. Clemson took care of Florida State, and then number 22 Kentucky upset number 16 Mississippi State 27-17, and then 20th ranked Utah upsets number 7 USC 43-42. So there's your college football. What do we have looked forward to this Saturday, ladies and gentlemen? This is once again the top 25, by the way. Texas is now ranked 20th. Okie State's ranked 11th. They'll face off on Saturday at 2:30 on ABC. Then number 2, Ohio State takes on Iowa. Number 3, Tennessee takes on UT Martin. You're going to play for Bama to play UT Martin? What the fuck, man? Come on now. Come on, Tennessee. Schedule better. Number 14, Syracuse taking on number 5, Clemson. Number 21, Cincinnati taking on SMU. Number 7, Ole Miss taking on LSU. Number 9, UCLA at number 10, Oregon. Boston College playing at number 13, Wake Forest. Tulane, number 25, playing Memphis. Number 24, Mississippi State playing number 6, Alabama. Bama does fall to number 6. Probably should have fell a little bit further, in my opinion. Penn State, number 16, playing Minnesota. And then number 17, Kansas State at number 8, TCU. Those are your games for this coming week. We'll see what happens in this Saturday of college foosball. All right, let's move to the NFL, shall we? All right. That's good stuff. All right. Now, I mentioned this on the episode because I recorded it Friday. But, yeah, the Commanders and the Bears played on Thursday night, and that was an ugly fucking game. I will say at least both teams scored a touchdown. So there's that. But if you had the under, you did all right. 19 combined points in this one. Commanders win 12-7. They did go for a 2-point conversion and failed to get it, so that's where the 12 comes from. Wasn't 4 field goals. It is Thursday night football. You would expect that. But they do. And there was only a field goal at halftime. It was 3-0 at halftime. But the Commanders do squeak out the victory. The Bears did have a chance to win it. And literally just came up short. Fields hit his receiver, and he didn't quite have control of the ball over the goal line. By the time he had control, he was just shy of the goal line. Commanders hold on and win. Biggest news out of that game is that Carson Wentz fractured a finger, had surgery on it, and thank God he's not playing the next 4 weeks. So we get our man Tyler Heineke, or as I like to call him, Heineken, back in there against the Packers, who, by the way, we'll talk about the Packers. Jesus Christ, they got beat by the fucking New York Jets. So the Commanders actually have a goddamn chance this Sunday. But with the Commanders, I mean, really, their record should be flipped. They're 2-4. They should be 4-2 because they should have beat fucking the Lions. They should have beat fucking Tennessee. Dallas was winnable, but it's the NFC East. I'll give Dallas their win on that one. So I'll just say they should be 4-2. And at some point, you're going to lose a game that you shouldn't. So we'll just say their record should be flipped. But I mean, they should still be in last place, or tied in third with Dallas. Dallas has 2 losses now. But instead, they're 2-4 and 2 games back of Dallas and a bunch of games back of Philly. Falcons, I think, in my opinion, upset the Niners 28-14. I did not see that one coming. I thought Jimmy G would be okay in Atlanta, but I thought the Niners would be okay in Atlanta, but Kyle Shanahan going back home there. But yeah, that was 28-14 Falcons. Patriots all over the Browns, 38-15. Big upset. Jets beat the Packers in Lambeau, 27-10. And like I said, Washington can pull off a win this week. Who fuck? I don't know. We'll see what happens. Colts beat the Jags 34-27. The Vikings defeat the Dolphins 24-16. The Bengals do beat the Saints in New Orleans 30-26. Another stunner. Giants defeat the Ravens at home 24-20. And, man, that's the second week in a row I should have taken the Giants. They were plus 5.5. I didn't do it. I should have. I'm an idiot. But Giants improved to, was it 5-1 now, I believe. And then another stunner. The Steelers beat the Tampa Bay Buccaneers 20-18 after the freaking Bills scored 31 points in the first half against Pittsburgh. Tampa loses 20-18. Kenny Pickett gets his first win. Let's see. Rams beat the Panthers 24-10. Seahawks beat the Cardinals in Seattle 19-9. Bills got by the Chiefs 24-20. Mahomes threw a pick there at the end. Good close game. If you had the under, congratulations. And then the Eagles remain undefeated. They beat the Cowboys 26-17. And then last night, snooze fest of a Monday night game. The game did go to overtime. Chargers do win it 19-16, but that was an ugly game to watch. And once again, why are the Broncos getting all these primetime games? I mean, I know it's because of Russell Wilson, but Russell Wilson does not look like Russell Wilson of old. He looks like Russell Wilson is old. All right. And, it's like week 7 coming up. Let's check the NFL standings here. All right, Buffalo leading the East 5-1. Jets are 4-2. Miami's 3-3. New England's 3-3. Going to the AFC North. Baltimore 3-3. Cincy 3-3. Pittsburgh and Cleveland both 2-4. AFC South, Tennessee and the Colts both 3-2. Jags are 2-4. Houston 1-3-1. Oh, also the Colts are 3-2-1. Forgot about that. Tie there. AFC West, KC 4-2. So are the Chargers. Denver's 2-4. Vegas 1-4. In the NFC, in the East, Philly, the only undefeated team that is still remaining. They are 6-0, followed by the Giants at 5-1, Dallas at 4-2, and my shitty ass fucking team at 2-4. NFC North, Minnesota is 5-1. Green Bay 3-3. Chicago 2-4. Detroit 1-4. Their one win against the Commanders. NFC South, Tampa 3-3. So is Atlanta. New Orleans is 2-4. Carolina is 1-5. That might be the worst division in football right now, to be completely honest with you. NFC West, Niners, Rams, Seahawks, all 3-3, and Arizona is 2-4. I don't know. Maybe that's the worst division. I don't know. Seattle's playing above their fucking pay grade right now, so I don't know. We'll see what the fuck happens with that. But anyway, there's your standings. All right, and then so let's take a peek here at week number 7 in the NFL. All right. Saints visit the Cardinals on Thursday Night Football. Now, Thursday Night Football has been a shit show the last couple of weeks. It has not been good football at all. This one could be entertaining, but it's Thursday Night Football, so who the fuck knows? I don't know. Cardinals are 1.5 favorites. Just FYI. I tend not to bet on Thursday night. I have been fucked so much on Thursday Night Football because there's a team you think is going to win, but it's fucking Thursday night, the short week. You only get 3 days off. One's a travel day. It's just fucking bad. And yet, all of us continue to watch because it's fucking football. All right. My Commanders taking on the Packers at home. Once again, that's a winnable game now. Green Bay's -5.5. I'm not saying the Commanders are going to win. They might cover that, though. Falcons at the Bengals. Bengals 6-point favorites. Lions at the Cowboys. Dallas are 7-point favorites. Colts at Titans. Titans 2.5-point favorites. Bucks at Panthers. Bucks are 11-point favorites in that one. Wow. They were fucking 9-point favorites against Pittsburgh and fucking lost that game. Take Panthers in the points in that one. Giants at Jaguars. Jacksonville's -3 in that game? I need to bet that game. How the fuck the Jaguars -3? Hell, I might take the Giants on the money line on that one. Let's see. I'm going to pull that one up. Hold on. Browns at Ravens. Ravens 6.5-point favorites. Jets at Broncos. Denver's a 2-point favorite. Texans at Raiders. Raiders are a touchdown favorite. Texans are a cover machine, though. Take the Texans in the 7. Seattle is 3. Seattle at San Diego. San Diego's -6.5. I might take the Seahawks in the -6.5 on that. I don't know if the Chargers win by a touchdown. Chiefs at Niners. KC's a 3-point favorite. Steelers at Dolphins on Sunday night. That's kind of a shit game. I guess because they thought they were going to have Tua and stuff and maybe get a look at Kenny Pickett, but that's kind of a bad Sunday night game. Miami's favored by 7. And then the Monday night game, Bears at Patriots. New England's a 7.5-point favorites. I take the way New England's playing right now. I take New England in the points. Yeah, let me pull up. Hold on, I gotta pull up my website here and check out this spread on the Giants because I might bet that fucking game right now. I might just take the goddamn. I might just take the Giants on the damn money line here. Let's see what we got. All right. So this is live betting, ladies and gentlemen. Right now. Let's go. NFL. Give me some NFL. Give me. All right, let's see what I've got here. Yeah. Giants are +3. They're sitting at +132 on the money line. If you bet them on the money line, which means they have to win. But if you bet $100, you win $132. That's what that +132 means. You know what? Fuck it. You know what? I have not bet the Giants 2 weeks in a row, and they've done well. I'm gonna throw $50 down on the Giants, and I'm gonna take them on the money line. I say Giants beat the Jaguars in Jacksonville, so Giants just have to win for me. That's all they have to do. So if you're not a gambling person, that's all that means. So I'm gonna fuck it. I'm pulling the trigger on that one. I'll take it. All right. Gotta take a screenshot of this show. Gotta take a screenshot from my records because I keep track of my betting. Yeah, I like shit. I fucking like that. Yeah, I like that a lot. Okay. That's what I'm going with. All right. Made my bet for the week. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. All right, let's spend the last 10 or 12 minutes here on some baseball. Why don't we? Okay. And let me get my cigar naked here. There we go. Look at that. All right. So, Saturday ended up being kind of well, no, Friday actually. Was it Friday or Saturday? It was Friday, I think. Hold on, I'm trying to think. Shit, I might have to look this up. Because Saturday was game 3 for the Astros. No, I think it was Friday. Shit. Hold on. I'm trying to remember if all 3 of those games. Okay. No. I 18 innings fucked with my brain. Hold on a second. Let's see, Saturday. Okay, it was. There were 4 games on Saturday. 4 games on Saturday. 3 of them ended in elimination. So in the NL, the Phillies defeated the Braves, beat them in 4 games, and this is all on Saturday. Like I said, 3 of the 4 games ended in elimination. And I tell you what, the Astros played the Phillies the last 3 games of the season, and granted, Houston had nothing to play for. And I went to the game on Monday, and the Phillies won that game. They ended up clinching a playoff spot that night. And then I think Houston won 1 game, maybe the next 2 games, or at least one of those games. But Philly wasn't really playing anybody either. It didn't matter at that point. But of the last 4 World Series, 3 of the teams that won the World Series just got hot at the right time. 2019, the Nationals, of course, against the Astros. That was probably the best Astros team of all time. Garrett Cole, Justin Verlander pitching. And then you had, Springer, Altuve, Correa, Bregman, Yuli, Brantley, just a loaded fucking lineup. And then nobody could win a goddamn home game. And the Nationals, of course, beat the Dodgers that year. And then end up beating the Astros in the World Series in 7 games because the Astros going to win a fucking home game. It's going to be the one World Series that I just will never forget because you can't win a fucking game. You got home field advantage. You can't win a fucking game at home. Come on, man. But anyway, in 2020 was just a clusterfuck, and the Dodgers, of course, won the shortened one there. But then you get into 2021 last year, and once again against the Astros. But hell, I didn't even know the Astros were going to make the World Series last year, but they got in. And then the Braves were fucking hot, and the Braves beat the fucking Dodgers last year. And so, so they got hot at the right time. And then this year it looks like it's the Phillies. Phillies are hot. And they went in there and just beat the shit out of the defending world champions. Those games weren't even close to the ones the Phillies won. And so the Phillies advanced to the NLCS. Then the other National League was the Padres and Dodgers. And goddamn Astros make the World Series, man. Just put your money on the Padres because, like I said, it's just whatever team beats the Dodgers seems to win the goddamn World Series, man. I'll tell you what. But the Dodgers, I mean, and they deservedly got hammered on social media. One post said, "Oh, they should just cancel the postseason because the Dodgers are definitely the best team." They lost that series in 4 games. They just went cold. They just didn't hit, and the pitching wasn't as good. That's all there is to it. That is all. They just went cold at the wrong time. And they got bounced, and they got bounced in the first round. They won 111 games this year, didn't even make the championship series. They are the only team to win over 100 games in a season and not at least make the ALC or make the league championships. These are win on like 110, whatever there was a stat I saw. It might have been 110 wins, but something like that. They started it, and there's only but most of the teams that have won that many games have at least gone to the league championship series. The Dodgers got bounced, and of course Dave Roberts said, "Well, we're winning the World Series. I guarantee. Just write it down. We're going to win it." Of course, and that's fine. I mean, it's his team. He can do that. I'm no Dave Roberts fan, but that's just me. But like I said, they just went cold. They went cold, and San Diego got them. Their little brother down in San Diego got them, and that made me happy because I don't like the Dodgers. And then so that happened, and then the Guardians ended up tying the Yankee series up at let's see, that was Saturday. No, they took a series lead in that one, 2-1. That's what it was. The Yankee series has gotten all fucked up because of weather. Now they were supposed to play like the Astros did, where it was a game on Tuesday. And this is where MLB fucked up with the scheduling too, but that's another topic. But they were supposed to play Tuesday, have an off day Wednesday, play Thursday, have an off day Friday, play Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. Okay. Now what happened is they played game 1 on Tuesday. They had the off day on Wednesday. They played and then they got postponed in game 2. Game 2 did not happen on Thursday, so that got moved back to Friday. And so they played game 2 Friday, game 3 on Saturday, game 4 on Sunday, which the Yankees ended up winning and evening the series at 2. And then they were supposed to play game 5 last night, and then they got postponed again. So they're playing this afternoon, and that's all on MLB. Because that was a dumbass fucking schedule, and with the to make up some time with the LCS, there's only one fucking day off in the LCS. All right, they start the series tomorrow. They play Tuesday, Wednesday, get Thursday off, and then games 4, 5, 6, and 7 are all in a fucking row. What the fuck? I know there was a lockout and shit, but Jesus fucking Christ, MLB, get your shit together. So anyway, I know us here in Houston, we had a roof. So everybody's kind of been like, that's what happened if you had a roof, but which is true. I don't know why they don't build new stadiums without a retractable roof. At least a roof like Seattle. Seattle's roof is an umbrella. There's no sides to it, so it's still an open-air stadium. It's just got the roof so it doesn't rain inside because it rains a lot in Seattle, and so they don't get rain, so they don't get rained out. So at least do that. Just put a fucking umbrella over it. I don't get it. I don't get it. But yeah, that's kind of the thing. It's like, well, this wouldn't happen if you had a roof. But so anyway, but they screwed up the scheduling on that. As an Astros fan, I will be rooting for the Guardians, obviously. I am fully confident that the Astros will beat the Yankees in a 7-game series, but at the same time, if they get bounced in the first round, it's not going to hurt my feelings at all. Okay? Now, Astros game. They played game 3 on Saturday in Seattle. They were up 2-0. And that was an interesting game. Lance McCullers started for the Mariners. For the Astros. Kirby started for the Mariners. And it was a lot of zeros for a long time. They ended up playing a single-game doubleheader. 18 innings. Nobody scored. Now, it was funny because the Guardians and the Rays played a 15-inning game without anybody scoring, and that was the record for most innings with nobody scoring until the Astros and Mariners went 17 innings without anybody scoring. Then in the 18th inning, Jeremy Pena hit a home run, which is kind of interesting because the last 18-inning game that the Astros played was against the Braves, Game 4 of the NLDS in 2005. That one went 18, and then Chris Burke walked it off with a home run. So both the games ended basically with a home run. Astros bullpen was fantastic. Luis Garcia pitched 5 innings. And once again, wasn't that entertaining. A lot of swings and misses. There was 42 strikeouts combined between the two teams in 18 innings. They threw something like 600 and something pitches in that game. There was only 4 walks in the game. Just nobody. And then when guys got on base, nobody could get a clutch hit. Couldn't get a clutch hit to save their life. And also there was some good defense too in that game too on top of it. But just nobody could fucking do anything. But the Astros ended up prevailing and swept the Mariners, and they're going to the ALCS. They'll play the winner of the Yankees-Guardians tomorrow. I will be there. Justin Verlander goes for the Stros, and then we don't know who we're going to play, but there you go. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. All right, that is it for this week's episode. We'll catch you next week, and the ALCS should still be going, or might still be going on. So we still got October baseball, and we're just going to talk baseball. We're going to talk football. Basketball season starts, I think, tomorrow, or is it Thursday? It's either tomorrow or Thursday. The NBA starts. NHL has started as well. We'll kind of get into that more once baseball dies down. And things like that. But in the meantime, find me on Twitter at JJSportsShow63. That's at JJSportsShow63. Make sure you like and subscribe. We'll talk to you next week. Cheers, everybody. All right. Talk to you all next week. Go Stros.